All right, so I've been waiting since the very first images of these shoes to actually get a pair in hand and on feet, and I finally got them. I had to pay extra though on StockX because I missed out on the first drop. But the crazy thing is now that they actually have a second release of this pair, they are available on Adidas website right now. So if you guys actually want to buy the Tokyo colorway, check the link in the description. The retail is $200, and this is the Adidas 4D Forward, or FWD. And I like what they did with the logo on these as well, because obviously it's the 4D and it looks like a triple D almost, but it's a 4 and then a D and then a couple arrows, like 2 arrows forward for fast forward. I love the concept of the way they delivered that. But the big draw for me on these sneakers right here was the revised 4D midsole, which is something I've been asking for the last handful of years, because I have quite a few pairs of Adidas 4D sneakers in my collection now. And while they look really cool and are pretty much a preview of the future of where footwear could actually go, there was a couple things I really didn't like. One is that they're kind of heavy, and two, the midsoles were just not as comfortable as they looked. I thought because of the lattice structure, there would be a little bit more give in the steps, but it was a little bit firmer than expected on the original 4D technology. But this is the revised version, and you can see they changed the lattice design quite a bit to make it a little bit softer on feet. And I gotta say, it definitely delivers on that front. On feet, these do feel significantly softer than the previous versions. For those wondering right out the gate, is it more comfortable than the Adidas Ultra Boost? I would say it's a different comfort than the Adidas Ultra Boost. You kind of get more of a sensation, honestly, if I had to compare it to something like similar to the Nike Air Max 270s, because they have the giant butt on the back, similar to what you have on this. I mean, look at the booty on this thing. It's huge. So that squish that you feel on the 270s is similar to the squish that you feel on these. This is a crazy, crazy cool pair of sneakers. And that alone, the cool factor, to me is why these are one of those shoes that I'm definitely excited to wear. The other thing is that retail price dropped significantly. The retail on the new revised version, the updated midsole, is $200. That's pretty decent considering the original pairs were going for $300 or $400 or whatever they were. And now we get the newer version for only $200. That's a pretty awesome feat. So there's definitely some really nice things about these sneakers, and probably some things that can use a little bit of improvement. But I wanted to go to Adidas' site and give you guys their words. Adidas 4D Forward shoes. Every run builds off the one before. These running shoes ride on 17 years of data with a design that makes progress feel like something that you can chase and catch. The 3D printed 4D midsole redirects energy forward, making your gait feel more like a glide. The Adidas Primeknit Plus upper works in tune with the midsole, giving you support for a smooth, effortless ride. The rubber outsole is designed to work in harmony, providing superior traction. This product is made from Prime Green, a series of high-performance recycled materials. 50% of the upper is recycled content, no virgin polyester. That recycled polyester on the upper is actually really something else. It doesn't feel recycled at all. When you put them on, you wouldn't guess that this is recycled. In fact, you could put these on with or without socks, and it's like very, very comfortable. It doesn't have like a rigid or like a stiff feel or anything like that. I do like the design of the upper as well. The exaggerated heel tab on the back is just nice. It just looks kind of cool. It also does have that kind of Ultra Boost-esque upper design. The tongue kind of hugs your foot the way that like the Ultra Boost 21 hugs your foot. The lacing system is kind of cool as well. They do have like a zigzag fused material on each side. Really nice little simple splash of that. Then you do have some little loops that pop up here and hold your laces down. Kind of reminds you honestly of Nike Flywire, but it doesn't look like it goes all the way through. Flywire starts here, comes across up. I think that this is just fused on a little loop right on top. You have the 3 stripes on each side in the middle of the shoe, so you know it is an Adidas property. On the heel cup, there's a little bit of reinforcement underneath this layer right here, and then you do have the 4D Forward logo on the back. The padding on the inside of the shoe is actually pretty minimal, but it feels pretty good. Also, something that I thought was kind of cool is you take out this insole and you look through the bottom of the shoe, and you could see pretty much the lattice structure all the way through. So it's really cool how they took and they made this lattice structure all the way through the shoe, and you can literally look through the shoe and see the other side. I love the idea of it, of what they're creating with this and how they delivered it, and they made it like better than the previous product, which is something that I hope that they can keep on improving upon. I think it's a great looking pair of sneakers, and that really huge butt on it makes it nice for walking around and stepping on that back section of the shoe as well. The outsole has some nice tread on it also. Really, really bright tread, obviously with this colorway. It looks like a solar orange sort of color, but it doesn't say Continental rubber or anything like that on it. So I don't think it's Continental, but it still looks really nice, and I'm sure it definitely wears well. As for the weight, it's 11.9 ounces on a men's 9.5, my true to size. So it is on the heavier side. If you're a daily trainer and you're looking for actually something to run in, this is definitely a heavier alternative versus the other flagship runner in the different direction from Adidas, and this is the Adidas Zero Adios Pro. This weighs in at 7.9 ounces, so 4 ounces difference is pretty significant. This also features a different technology, Light Strike Pro. I think each of these have been engineered in a different direction, but I think both of these show that you can have engineering done in different ways to deliver something very, very similar, which is a running sneaker for people to be able to run in. I do think the Adizero is probably the better one for running, just because it does have that little monkey paw thing in it or whatever on the bottom, not carbon fiber, but whatever it is in the bottom. And it does feel like really like it rocks you forward when you're running. I know that's what the intent is of these, because it's called the 4D forward. So you squish down on the back and it kind of launches you forward as you move because of the lattice structure design. But honestly, you don't feel it as much as, say, something like this. You definitely feel like a rock as you're going, like rocking forwards. That being said, I mean, both of them, the designs are really, really cool. I think that this one is more something that you can use for a casual. And it's crazy to see that they've done such extensive research to be able to develop like a performance running pair of sneakers to give it that softer, squishier feel on feet. I really want Adidas to take and make a 4D technology specific for somebody like myself. I know that's selfish of me. I think it would be amazing if they could actually spend the money. Obviously, they're probably not going to do it, but if they could spend the money on a 4D technology to make it for lifestyle, I think it would have higher impact than it would on the running community. And that's just my personal perspective, only because, well, I'm more of on the lifestyle side of things, and I really like the shoe, and I'd love something a little bit more softer and squishier in the forefoot, and something maybe of a design that's a little bit more tailored towards lifestyle. But Adidas actually does a pretty good job of that. As a trickle down, after this one's out for a while, maybe they're going to do a lifestyle version with a detached tongue and, like, you know, just different types of materials. They've done a bunch of different 4D stuff in the past with like the ZX line. So it's something that they might eventually do. But I love the overall improvements of this. If you've tried some of the other midsoles on the 4D technology, this one is absolutely better. Hands down better than any of the other ones. If this is your first one that you try, you're still going to be impressed with what you put on your feet. Again, it reminds you of that Nike Air 270s. Is it something that I think you should buy? Well, obviously that's up to you. $200 is the price point, which is a lot lower than the entry level of the previous midsole. It is more comfortable than the previous one and futuristic looking. I mean, it looks really cool. The branding is really cool. The upper design and style, I really, really dig. It's definitely something that I'm going to be wearing in the summertime just because it looks like a fun shoe to put on your feet. And the best thing is, if you actually want a pair of the other colorway, the Tokyo one, they at least have those on the website as of the time when we're recording this video. I posted them on my website, Collective Kicks, as well as on Twitter and Instagram. For those people that follow me over there, feel free to follow me because I post sneaker deals all the time. Anytime something new and cool like this comes out, I definitely try to be on top of it. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Did you get a pair? Have you tried them on? Am I right or wrong about anything I've said? Correct me always in the comments section. I welcome that because everybody's feet's different. You know, my experience is going to be very different than other people's out there. So I don't want to mislead anybody just because my experience is one way. Obviously, feel free to counterpoint in the comment section. But I think it's a great shoe. I love the design. I love the direction that Adidas is going. And it's great to see more of it. I want to see some lifestyle embrace from maybe Pharrell or something. Like, I don't know, I'm just thinking outside the box. It'd be cool to get like Pharrell have his own. I know he's had his own 4D, but the midsole was the same as the previous. Give him creative freedom to create his own 4D midsole, his own lattice structure. It would be rad to see. Man, I mean, can you imagine like spelling Pharrell or something like that in the midsole, or spelling out human race in the midsole? Like, it'd be so wicked to be able to do something cool like that, or like a hidden detail or hidden find like that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Again, if you guys want to buy a pair, check the link in the description. Have a good rest of the day. Hopefully we'll see you guys back for some more sneaker videos. And yeah, peace guys.